You're listening to Healthy Haiku with Dr. Imani Maya, empowering our youth.
Hello, Michaela, are you there? Good. This is Michaela. I call her my niece because she's the granddaughter of a very, very, very dear friend of mine. Michaela, please introduce yourself. Tell us your first and last names and your age and where you go to school. And then tell us your story that you shared with me about how you handled the issue of bullying and how you helped another one of your friends deal with bullying and totally turn that situation around. So you've got the mic. Let's hear from you, okay? Thanks for coming on board.
Well, my name is Michaela Petrovic. I'm 8 years old. I'm turning 9 in November. I live and I was born in Maryland, and I'm going to school in Maryland, and I'm going to 4th grade, and I'm going to tell you about the story of my friend. Well,
tell us about your story first, and then how you were able to empower one of your friends. So what happened with you in your experience with bullying?
Like, what do you mean?
Didn't you say that at one time some girls were bullying you, and you were able to, you didn't let it bother you because you felt really good about yourself, and you realized that they were the ones with the problems. So tell that part of the story. Remember?
Well, once these girls, they were bullying me, and they were way older than me, and so they kept bothering me, and my friend told me to do something back, but I didn't want to, and I just ignored them, and I told them not to bully me anymore because I'm not the one with the problems. And you shouldn't bully other people if you're the one with problems. So they stopped bullying me and bothering me.
Wonderful. And so what happened with your friend? You saw that she was being bullied, and what did you tell her?
Well, my friend was being bullied, so I told her. They were pushing her and saying mean things to her, like she was fat and not smart. So one day she came to me and told me about it, and I said, don't worry about them, don't worry about what they say, and if they bully you again, just stand up for yourself and don't be like someone who doesn't have a mouth. You need to speak for yourself, and she stood up for herself the next day, and she told them not to bully her anymore because if she was a bully to them and they were the bullier, the people that were being bullied, they wouldn't like it, so they shouldn't bully other people if they wouldn't want to be bullied. So, and she said, if you keep bullying me, I'll tell the teacher. And they stopped bullying her, and then one day they became friends.
And so they became friends with her. Why do you think they wanted to be friends with her after all of that?
Because she wasn't scared to stand up for herself anymore, and she wasn't afraid of them. So she was very brave, and they wanted to. So because they were sorry that that they were bullying her. So they felt bad for her, and they're happy that she stood up for herself, so they became friends with her.
So she, in a sense, and you, but in that particular story, she became a role model for them that they wanted to copy. They wanted to be as mature as she was, right?
Yeah.
You think? Yeah, that's such a beautiful story. So you were able to overcome bullying, and you helped your friend by telling her that she needed to stand up for herself and speak for herself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's such a great story, Michaela. I'm so glad that you called in to share. Can we talk with you a little bit longer?
Sarah, and also she said I was one of the best friends she ever had because she was so happy that I told her to stand up for herself, and she said if it weren't for me, every day I would keep getting bullied and I wouldn't be confident.
Wow, that is so nice.
And I do it with some of my other friends, like my little cousin. He couldn't build a sandcastle. We were in Florida, and he couldn't build a sandcastle, and he almost started crying. So I told him, he said, I want to build a sandcastle like you. And I said, well, Elijah, if you want to build a sandcastle, then you just have to keep trying and don't give up and keep trying. And if it knocks over, just keep building it. And he built a sandcastle, and he was so happy. And he hugged me so hard.
Wow, what a great analogy or story to relate to. In other words, if you really want something bad enough, you keep trying. You don't give up. You just keep trying. And the other thing that was so important that you shared was that believing in yourself is everything, right?
Yes.
It's so important. Once you got this the young lady to believe in herself, she was just off and running and in a totally different space from when she was being bullied by other kids, right?
Yes.
Why do you think that that children bully other children? What do you think is really underneath what's going on and why they're acting the way they're acting?
Well, normally bullies bully people because either they're being bullied and they have things happening like at home or they have issues and they just want to take out all their anger on other kids.
There's probably a lot of truth to that. And so if they don't have voice with, say, parents or adults, who may be either abusing or being mean to them, then they may turn on children that they think they can control or bully themselves. But go ahead.
And they think it's better for them to bully other people because they think that taking their anger out on other kids is like good for them because it makes them happy.
Wow. So you help to prove that it's just the opposite. It doesn't make people happy, and even the bullier, in the long run, they're really not any happier, right?
Yeah.
When they bully other kids. Wow. Well, I'm so glad that you did what you did, and that you were willing to share it with us on the radio, because we really want to have this program as a voice for young people to talk about the health issues that we're talking about and be able to share your stories and experiences. And you're actually one of the first young person to call in on the show. So, that you're our first, and we are so very excited. And we have a tape of the show. Your mom and everybody will be able to listen back in and hear you tell your story. I'll be able to play it for Angela as well. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much. Did you have anything you wanted to ask her, Mr. Robert?
Well, I'm just pleased to hear that she's so focused, What you plan on doing for the rest of the children at your school this school year? Are you planning on being an activist, a leader, and fighting against bullying, or what you got planned?
Well, in the future, I want to be an actor and a singer and a dancer. Because when I used to go to trips to the mountains, and when we did, I would be the last one on the dance floor, and everyone else would be sitting and clapping, and I would just be the last one dancing, and I would be so happy, and I would just dance until I'm tired, and I would give out all my happiness.
Wow. Well, that's good. Well, we'll have to film you at some point, and we are going to make sure you get an agent or manager, because you're going to have a very, very promising career, Mikaela. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for calling in, and if you want to continue to listen, just go ahead and continue to listen, okay?
Okay, well, thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're so
Yes,
welcome.
and come back again.
Absolutely. I'll let your mom know when we're doing the show so that you're welcome to call in anytime, okay?
Okay, I enjoyed telling my story to you guys.
Oh,
Well, we're glad to have you tell it.
Absolutely. So we'll speak with you again, okay? And I know school is starting for you this week, so good luck in school this year, okay?
Okay, bye.
Okay,
bye-bye,
sweetheart.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
So precious.
You're listening to Healthy Haiku with Dr. Imani Maya, empowering our youth.